Computer love. You know I've been searching for someone for special love with me. Can't let go. Could it be your face I see on my computer screen? Special girl, computer world. I wanna love you, baby. I've been around from that sexy mama to cool prima donna. Special, so rare. On my computer screen. You keep me warm tonight. So sweet I would cherish the memory of this night. Yes, I found my computer. I wanna love you. I wanna love you, baby. Computer love. Computer love. Computer love. Computer love. Computer love. It's just beautiful, beautiful love. You know, my computer love. My computer love. I wanna love you, shoo-be-dee-bop, computer love. Shabba-dabba-do, shabba-dabba-do, computer. Yes, we still waiting on JB, y'all. He asked me for 10 minutes. So we're going to enjoy the stuff I'm adjusting. What's up, Missy? Hey, it's my sister. What's up, Zara? What's up, Dirk? What's up, y'all? We're going to have some fun tonight. I am dropping the link. We're going to get her in, okay? We got about an hour and a half to do our business. We're going to have some fun with it. Yeah, I know how we do. Okay, all right. Hold on, this already started. I didn't know she was gonna start. Come on, let's get some Anita Baker in it.
I won't be denied the pleasure of your kisses, the pleasure of your smile. I think you take for granted.
Hey! Come on, old school. Hey, Lori.
It doesn't mean I won't disappear.
Right, Dirt.
I'm missing you, baby. I'm missing you, baby. It's a long weeks, but once upon a time, slowly creeping on me.
Yes.
Just to let somebody love you. I just don't know why. Whenever I get close to you, you wanna run I'm missing you, baby. It's been so long. I'm missing you, baby. It's been so long. I'm missing you, baby. It's been so long. I'm missing you, baby.
Banana. Do y'all remember this? Let's see if it do it. I got my DJ in the audience. I'm gonna bring her up too. Give me a minute. This was my engagement song, y'all. It's funny.
I will never find another lover sweeter than you, sweeter than you. And I will never find another lover precious than you.
What's up, the hood table, boo?
Girl, you are
Close to me, like my mother.
close to me, like my father. Close to me, like my sister. Close to me, like my brother. You are the only one in my everything. And for you, the song I sing. Oh, my life. I pray for someone like
That I finally found you.
all my life. I pray for someone like you. And I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you do love me too.
Don't forget to invite somebody over, y'all. I'm waiting on my other co-hosts. I got Missy coming up, and I got JB. It's me and JB staying tonight. So just chill, bear with me. You know I'm always ready. I'm always early for one. But Russell, you know. JB dropped down and asked me to give him 10 minutes, and I said, okay, all right. First I said, sir, you were supposed to be ready, but you know how it goes. So yeah. So just chill out for a little bit longer. And like I said, we are after we get started tonight, we're gonna drop the link. Anybody who wants to hit the link that got common sense, you know, you can come up. If you a troll, you know I don't play it. I'll ban you from not only my studio, but I'll ban you from my StreamYard. So let's not go there, okay? All right.
Wine's always had its rules. Only drink it here, never there. Never add ice. Serve it in a wine.
Y'all remember that? Here it come. It ain't the one y'all think it is. If you old school, you know this. Hey. Just to let y'all women know, this song right here, it's a good strip song. Don't ask me how I know. I'm just gonna tell you, okay? Just whispering it to a friend. This song is a good strip song, ladies. Wives. Okay, let's go. Your love was like a smile down into your hair, and the valley of love. Right now, of a zodiac sign. Hit the spot. Okay. All right, y'all. Hey. We got JB in the place to be. He's on the one, twos, and threes today. What's up, JB?
What's up? What's up? What's up? I apologize for my tardiness. I went out of town to celebrate three magnificent female family members that graduated,
What's
two with
up?
masters and bachelors, all
Yes.
from the same college, and I came back and my stuff was not turned on. So yeah, I didn't
No,
check it
that's
all week.
good. I mean, congratulations. Yes.
Yeah, so
Excellent
that's
stuff.
that's what
Get those
happened.
degrees. Yeah. All right now, y'all. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Lady Sparkle Boo? Yes. So we're gonna get it in. Wait a minute, where is mixology? I'll let her click it when she's ready. So let's get started. You want to start out tonight?
Now I'll let you start out because last time you were having some stuff going on, so your mind was like not all the way here. So I want you to like start off with what you want to like really get into.
Okay. I think my issue is y'all. Okay, so let me, for those of you all who've been living under a rock and have never listened to me, I'm actually 50 plus. I'd be proud to tell my age because I don't look like my age.
I
And
know
if
that's
I
right.
did, those are battle scars. So praise God. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
But I think my thing is one, I never thought I would be back in the dating pool again because I was married and I had a good marriage. And I think my other thing is because I'm learning that the men I'm seeing, not like in dating, but just looking at most of the men that I'm seeing that single or whatever, they act younger than 20-some-year-olds. It's like they're trying to get their youth back again.
Probably,
Uh,
probably.
yeah, and I've never seen a liar. The 50 somethings lie so much. And it'd be like, why y'all lying? Why y'all lying? Like, I mean, aren't you at an age to where it just is what it is? Like I ain't got no pretenses to put on. I just am what I am. You either like it or you don't. And I've just never, most of my friends that's dating, not married, but the ones that's dating, I heard so many horror stories. He lied about such and such, and he want me to forgive him, and he blah blah blah. And I'd be like, oh wow, oh wow. So when I hear women say, well, all men are the same, or there are no good men, I know that's a lie because I had a great marriage and I had a great husband. That was
Hmm.
my friend. My husband was 9 years older than me, so I always try
Oh
to
wow.
date. Oh yeah, I always I always try to date older. because that's where my mind is. Not that somebody my age or younger can't, be wise in the mind, because I've seen that too. But I'm just wondering, anybody else running into, people your age or older, and when you hear them talk, I watch them, it's like, you're looking at maybe your son that's 30 something, it's like they're not acting their age. I don't get it.
Let me ask you a question though.
Go ahead.
What types of things are they lying about?
Their life in general. Like some of the little, hey sissy.
Yeah, but is it like career, or like are they trying to hype up their life and trying to make it seem more spectacular, or like they're trying to phantasmasize? I don't know if that's a word, but I like it. Are they trying to
Hey.
phantasmasize their life, or like
Okay, one of my friends, she said, when she went out to this lounge, right?
mm,
And just going out to the lounge, and the guy walked up. He's like, "Can I buy you a drink?" She said, "If you're expecting something with that drink, no." And he's like, "Oh no, plus I got it like that and everything, and I own this other bar up the street. I just came to pick out my competition and everything." And she was like, "That's nice. What type of bar is it?" And all this and stuff like that. So then when somebody else came up, like a dude came up to talk to him and everything, he was like, he had to report to work tomorrow because they was laid off today because the line was down. And she was like, "I thought you owned your own bar." He started laughing. I'm like,
wow.
"See, I don't, yeah, nah, I'm good." And it was just like different things that people be telling me, and I just be like, I just can't. you know Even one of my sons, my oldest son, he'll be 29 this year, and he was working for this one particular company. And he was like, "Mama," he said, "me and your age are older is supposed to be like a representation of what a company employee should be." He said, "These men be back there talking out loud." He said they be talking up under women's clothes and stuff, and be lying, trying to get the younger people fired. He said, "I just don't have no respect for them." He said, "They nothing like
Mm.
my daddy." So it's just weird. It's just really weird. I'm like, what happened?
Well, I think speaking from a person who's of age now, it's so weird to say that. To be up in age, to be up in age, and to actually, because people always, they trick me when I say
Jay.
I'm middle aged. I am actually middle aged.
Okay.
So it's like, to be middle aged, you do go through some things, and you go through like these I don't know, these self conscious points and things like that.
Mhm.
So I think it's a midlife crisis. So you have to present yourself in a way that you feel like others will like praise you, or kind of accept you, or because you feel like you should be a certain place at a certain age. And so if you're not there, you kind of like fake it until you make it almost. But it's like, if you're not there and you're not making it, when they find out that you have not made it, like, what happens then?
Right. Right.
So I think it's a midlife crisis thing. So I think you you probably got to find men that are not going through a midlife crisis, who have actually accomplished something and feel good about what they have accomplished. Whether because success is measured by our own standards. So
Right.
I don't know. A lot of people don't
Mhm.
feel successful.
That's true. That's true. So your turn now. Come on.
All right. So my issue is all right, so I have moved from my hometown. I've been here 11 years, and I have not established my own friend circle. I have friend circle, or I have friends that are from one or two people that I've met. Um and so my friends are like friend adjacent. They're friends, but I don't expect them to be loyal to me. Like, if something happens with the relationship between the person that we are mutual friends with, I don't expect to have those friends afterwards. So I have not established my circle yet. And it's hard because I'm over 40, and I already know what I want in friendship, like how I am in friendships and all that stuff. And so it's just,
it's real hard to like establish like true friendship because you don't go through all the BS and stuff that you would have if you were younger and you were just meeting people at school or whatever. Because
Mhm.
I'm not in school anymore, and
Right.
you know what I mean. And I work for myself, so it's like
Okay.
I'm not at a job anymore. So it's like, how do I meet these people? And then people are like, oh, libraries and stuff. Who the hell going to the library? I'm just like, I ain't going to the library. I told two people in the grocery store, but you don't just go be like, yeah, you taste this ham. Like, what's your number?
Yeah,
What the hell?
that's true. Oh my
Like,
god.
so it's like, where do you actually do this? And then they got the meetings thing, or the thing where you like sign up, like where people have certain interest, like the same interest. And I'm just like, uh, um, yeah, nah, I don't want to meet up with all these strange ass people because
Right.
I think some of my interests are not strange, but they attract weirdos. So I don't know if I want to go into that type of group. And then it's like it's just I don't know. It's a lot of anxiety and shit, like just associated with trying to go into those new environments. And like it's like I can converse with anybody, but it's like, do I really want to converse to the point where it's like starting a relationship? Am I sitting here trying to have a conversation to the point where I want to really be in a relationship with you, meaning platonic friends or whatever? Or is it, and then some other experiences have happened, especially where I am. So yeah, nobody really wants to be friends for real, for real. It
So
always turns out they're trying to do something else. So
let me ask you a question.
what's up?
Do you smoke?
Nope.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know sometimes a lot of friendships develop in the cigar lounge.
Mm.
Um,
I
and
have
see,
that asthma. I can't even go there.
me too. I got asthma too. And I'm allergic to cigarettes, so go figure.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I don't know, cause like me, I don't like clubs. I feel like I did all that when I was younger. So the older you get, for me, the older I get, I'm more stable. Like I'd rather go bowling than to a club, and I love bowling, but I'd rather go bowling
I
than to a
love
club.
bowling.
See, that's what I'm saying. So you may have to start your own meet and greets. You
See,
may have
that's
to
the
put a
thing. That
feeler
that
out there, like on Facebook or something, people in your town, this age, who wants to just have some clean fun, what's that, no strings attached, blah,
right.
blah, blah. And just see if anybody will meet up with you. I mean, of course, you're going to have to, make
Yeah.
sure they got a
Want to
phone.
know what's funny? Want to know
What?
what's funny? I gave up Facebook and Instagram before I came to YouTube. But when I discovered that there was a live section of YouTube, because during the pandemic, I was on Instagram and I was always in the comment section going back and forth with people. And I was watching lives on Instagram and stuff like that. After I came over here right around when they came back from Vegas.
Okay.
Um, well, over to the B sector, that area, but I was over in the black tea sector before that. So, um, and then I kind of like became a panelist, and then they considered me a regular, whatever. But I was like, okay, I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this for years upon years upon years, never did it. So I considered that, and I erased my Facebook and my Instagram totally. Like I contacted Google, said take it off, send me my files, erase it. So you won't find me. And so I'm not on Facebook or Instagram, like as me, not no personal pages.
Okay.
So it'll be hard to like try to do that, and then
Well, you
because
know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I actually have two Facebook pages. Neither one of them are under my real name, and I did that for job purposes because at the time I was making very, very, very good money, and when I started out doing it, I was working for companies, and
hmm
they had this thing. If you have a Facebook page, we would like to connect with you on your Facebook page. So I would, of course, they would have my real name. I'm like, give them my real name. They can't find nothing. Of course not. I ain't dumb enough to put it up under my name.
right,
So I would still be on there. And see, nowadays, this is what I wanted to warn people about too. Nowadays, people are getting fired over what they say on Facebook, which is just
absolutely.
another reason to, get rid of people. So I'm glad when I went in that I actually did not put it under my real name.
People
You know,
losing their Section 8 over Facebook, but
yeah.
yeah,
That's That's weird that it's going on like that, but
Hmm.
that's a good question because I know people too, but let me tell you, I'm such a homebody, and I've been like it's like I said, I'm a wife. It's still in my heart, and I'm such a homebody that I say I'm going somewhere. Yeah, I'll meet you, and I'm so comfortable at home. I'd be like, I ain't going nowhere. I'd be like, I ain't. Y'all enjoy yourself. I ain't going, and I sit right in my house, go right
Yeah,
in my
me too.
bedroom, and so I'm trying to get out of that, but I'm just just comfortable.
Yeah, but what's the first step though? It's like you got to find people who are like minded. Because you got that group who you can always find a friend or associate that is always going out or always knows where the spot is or whatever. But it's like, is that what you're trying to do? Like
Right.
we love bowling. I can never find nobody that loves bowling to the point where it's like, let's just go bowling. No, nobody wants to do that. Everybody want to get drunk. Everybody want to, do whatever, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not about that rowdy shit. Like that's not me. Like I just want to go. Like I'll go to the arcade and go bowling.
Yeah.
I'll go to karaoke and chill.
It's something I like too is karaoke. I really do like karaoke. And that's something that I don't
Karaoke changed my life.
that's something I never do. I never do that. But
Really? Why not?
I don't
Because
know.
you always singing up here. You should have a karaoke. Well,
You
it's
know,
difficult to have a karaoke night up here because of the lag. But
yeah, my daughter has a karaoke machine and we used to do that over her house. We before she moved out of town. We also used to play what is that? I always call it Pinocchio, and that's not what that is.
Pinocchio.
What is that game to where you bet and they pull a cord and tell you got to see if you got it on your cord? Uh, pink Bikino.
Oh, wait, wait. Oh, I want to do that. Like I gotta. It's a website or some software or something that we could play. I could play Pekino. I could put it in there. I want to play Pekino so bad. I want to get the original cards from the Pokino, not the Poker Kino game. Because the
Right.
Pokino game, it's like, yo, that's the classic. People know the boards and everything. Like, they don't even have to have the board. They know the whole board.
Well, I tell you what, if you do it and you do it online, count me in.
Yeah,
Count
I
me
haven't.
in. I'm trying to continue the spade thing that I do, but I want to do it like Jana does. She have live people that do it with her, and I'm
Mm.
coming like in her on her live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I want to do. Hold
Yeah,
on, mixology. Is my sound going in and out? She wanted to know if it was hers or mine.
we can't hear her. She's still on mute.
We can't hear you, so it must be my sound going in and out
No,
then.
you fine. You're not going in and out.
Oh, okay.
I
You
think
want?
it might be my sound, but when he was talking, like every other word was going in and out.
I don't know. It might be this microphone. I might have to change before we finish.
Yeah, yours is hesitating a little bit, sis.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Get ready, honey, to put something on the one, twos, and threes, and you can chime in too, baby, when you feel necessary. Yeah. So, what do you all out there? Those of you all who that are listening, I know people are coming in and out. What do you think? What is your comment? And thank you, Jack, because you've been commenting. Thank you so much. What do
Absolutely.
you all think about what we're talking about? Finding friends. What would you suggest? And also dating over a certain age. Have
Jack says
you?
over. Jack said, "Hang it up. Like keep your friends." Like I got a friend that I've known since third grade. Um, she lives in L.A. though, and I'm over here on the East Coast, and yeah, we see each other like maybe every couple few years or something like that, if that often. I don't even know
Did you hear what my kids said about me though?
what they
Kids
say.
I asked. Okay, so I asked different kids at a different time. This was the question. I said, "Would it surprise you if you heard
Oh,
I
I
was gay?"
remember this.
Okay, so you did hear it. I ain't gonna re-talk about it. Okay, it blew my mind.
Well, go ahead and repeat it so the people can know.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
we
baby.
can hear you.
Okay. I was just no, something was going on with my computer, and I think it was something I had plugged in. To be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, you fine. You clear.
I feel you. I do that all the time.
Yeah, but
Oh, this air. I'm sorry.
Why you
I'm
fan
sorry.
love? Anyway,
Got
y'all,
my
the
stuff together.
question, the
Okay,
question,
so the question is, how do you meet people over 40?
it's two questions on the floor. One is
Like,
finding friends over 40,
how
and
do
the
you
other one is dating over a certain age, like 50
befriend
plus.
people
Later daters,
Mm-hmm.
over 40, right?
40 or 50. Friends over 40, dating over 50.
She,
She said, "Give it up too. It's a wrap."
you would think though, especially at these ages, people would be settled. Like even if when you were younger, you was rambunctious, crazy, blah 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 blah. Well, now that you 40 or older, 50 or older, you would be more settled, more forward, more intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's weird to me that these ages people are still scattered. It's like, well, what have you done all your life that now that you're in your late 40s, your 40s are late, are you in your 50s are late, that you still scatterbrained? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, damn. Because I be trying not to go so deep, but I mean, you
Go
really have to
ahead.
go deep. We live in America. Let's start with that. So if you're talking about black people, the system. Let's put it simply, the system. Um, and the system is just not the excuse, but it is the excuse at the same time because the system is made to, knock us down and keep us down and all the other stuff, and a lot of people succumb to it. And so there are a lot of issues that a lot of people don't get together until probably actually their late 50s or in their 60s. A lot of people don't even find jobs that they have for 20 years until they're like 50 something. That's why they don't retire to like 75, 80 years old.
Mm,
Um, so I mean, I think that's part of the issue. And it's also the mindset of us because even if the system is not keeping us down mentally, it's been put into our heads that the system does keep us down. So therefore, we're mentally caught up. So we're jacked up. So now, if you're talking about other people, they have some other issues going on. They have some other stuff going on. I mean, but it's all really America, honestly, because we don't have like a set like I guess culture or protocol that we actually follow, like that we actually go by, like, hey, this is American culture, this is how we do it here. Like other countries and other places, they have a culture like you don't do certain things, like you don't get to the age of 29 and not like, be at a certain place or a certain like, things are, laid out and things like that. That's their culture. We don't have a defined culture here. So we do things at the the beat of our own drum, and that's really what happens. Everybody's on a different wavelength and a different journey, different path, different timing, all that stuff.
yeah. Just like, okay, I mean, I'm not rich yet. I always say yet,
Yeah.
okay? Because I do have an idea that I can't afford right now to get patent. And I know for a fact there'll be at least 4 companies that will want to pay me for my idea. I know that. And I
Okay.
already got what I want. I already got the finances down, everything. So my only thing is, getting it patent so I can get it out there. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I did make some smart decisions when I were younger. I didn't even understand about stocks. Okay. However, one day when I used to be over a department for the Marlboro Company.
Mm-hmm.
Company. Okay. So I used to be over a department. And um, I was on break one day and I had met this guy. Uh, I don't know why I end up just being crazy about this little guy. But I just was. I guess because I saw the company messing with him. So I kind of took him up under me as a little brother. And one day when he was sitting in the break room, I said, "What you doing?" He said, buying more stock and looking at the stocks and all. Listen, I was shocked because to look at the guy, he don't look like he was intelligent at all. Okay.
All
So
right.
it can be deceiving, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I always wanted to learn how to do that. I said I did make one purchase when I was younger, but I don't, I just let it ride. I don't know what I'm doing. And he was like, next, he said, the next lunch breaks, he said, for the rest of this week, our next lunch breaks, I'm gonna teach you stop, just like that. And I was like, okay. So that's what he did. Every lunch break for the rest of that week, he sat me down with him and took me through stop. And I picked it up like this, just
Oh,
like it.
that's what's up.
Yeah. So after I did that, I learned how to invest in all of that and stuff. So to talk to, I said I like to say this, talk to guys that are older, that's older than me, that
Hmm.
don't have no idea. Stop. People still do it.
What?
Yeah, thank you. People still do it. Shoot, I took all my money. I ain't giving nobody my money and not, and it's like,
Yeah.
so it's
I can't blame them though. Like I said, it's all about what you're exposed to. And like again, like I said, America is just, they have a system, and some of us luck out, and some of us like are exposed to certain things, and some of us explore certain things. So it's like I can't blame them. I just figured those are not the people that are for me, and
mm,
you gotta move on because it's like over 8 billion people over there. What up, Noble? Over
hey
8 billion
Noble.
people in this world. It's like, what I'm saying, like everybody ain't gonna be for you. So you just be like, yo, I don't blame you. I just be like, okay. We, like people say, a different pedigree, and not to be snobbish, because I don't think like that. Like, I'm above or here, there. I just feel like we have different experiences, and somebody, everybody has to be at every level. Every level is needed.
Yeah. But see, and that's me. My thing is like I said, my baby boy, which he'll be 26 this year. Yeah, he'll be 26 this year. Okay. My baby boy told me, he said, Mama, to be honest with you, he said, I think you're gonna have to date out of our race. He said, because daddy was like a unicorn. He said, I
Mm.
just don't see no other black man that's like that. He said, I don't. He said, I listen to him talk. Now, this is my other son, okay? He said, I
Uh-huh.
listen to him talk. I watch. He said, not for how daddy was with you. He said, even to the point where, opening up your door, pulling out your seat, stuff like that. He said, walking on, he mentioned how my husband used to, like, when we walking down the street, my
Hmm.
husband would walk on the outside of the street, I mean, of the sidewalk, and
Right.
put me on the inside, which most men, unless you're raised like that, you don't even know about that. And when,
That's the key. They gotta be raised like that. Like they
yeah,
have to be exposed to that type of culture, and that's the type of person you need to find. Like we
but
have
it
to
don't
when
seem like it is
Can
no
I
more.
chime in on that though?
Yeah,
absolutely.
you can. Yeah, go ahead, baby.
I believe you also gotta really like the person you with, because a lot of people, they won't do it for everyone,
That's
but for
true.
that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you.
So I think a lot of times we all come in when we younger, our expectations are kind of lower. We don't have as much experience. The older and the longer you live, the more your expectations should rise naturally,
Good.
because
Yep.
you've had relationships, good and bad. You see the red flags, earlier. You might even respond and react to them earlier, right?
Right.
So
Hmm.
I think a lot of the times, what a lot of people allow to happen is they let the differences pull you apart versus the similarities pull you together. You know what I mean? Like me and my husband, we are polar opposite. Like what he's interested in, I'm not interested in. What he like, I don't like. But we do have similarities, and that's what we have to pull off of. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if
Hmm.
I was to really think about the differences, shit, that might not be my person to be with. However,
True.
how he make me feel, how he treat me, those kind of things. That's what's important. That's what resonates with me. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not that we like the same shows or the same music or the same books. You know what I mean? It's how
Mhm.
he make me feel. You know what I mean?
I think that's a
And
good point.
the little gestures that he does to show me
Yep.
that he care about me. It's not always the big things like
Right.
buying you a ring or a house or a car. It's the little shit like he noticed I'm
my throat dry, and next thing you know, I got a glass of water in my hand. It's those kind of things, that
Mm.
remind you that, oh, they care about you more than other, the little sexual stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be compatible in one area and not mesh in no other area. Can that one area sustain you? And that could be anything. It could be financially, it could be mentally, it could be emotionally, it could be physically.
Mhm.
So I think you have to figure out what you looking for out of that person, whether it's a friendship or a relationship beyond that, an
Mm.
intimacy. And I believe that with friends too. I could tell Creole intimate things about me without never being intimate with her. You
Right,
understand?
Right.
Um, so I think you have to also compartmentalize, like, what are you looking for, and be honest with people up front. If you're looking for something more than just a relationship, you need to tell people. Don't string them along. Oh, I'm not looking for nothing, but you really looking for something.
tell
Like,
it.
I come to the table wholehearted honesty, transparency. That matters to me because I don't want you to lie to me, and in a way I feel like you controlling my answers by manipulating me with lies. Just be truthful and let me make the decision as to whether we compatible or not.
Right.
That's one reason why I kind of backed away from a lot of people that I've met online, because they're liars and they
Yeah,
can present themselves any kind of way because I don't see them all the time.
right.
I'm not around them. They can give me glimpses of themselves, but once you really start to get to know people on a deeper level, not on the surface level, you find out that they lying and
Yeah.
that their intentions wasn't pure with you, and your intentions might have been pure with them. So I think, honestly, what really changed is that we have gone to social media, and we're not going to cookouts. We're not going to family gatherings, because think about how many people then hooked up and met up with a significant other or maybe their best friend by attending somebody else cookout with them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Mm.
I think we not getting out. We not mixing and mingling in spaces where we can be around each other and truly get to know them, because you don't know nobody till you are around them. Around them.
And don't you know, I'm glad you said, I'm gonna piggyback off you real quick. My late husband and I, we were yin and yang. And I've mentioned this before. When he met me, I was all business. He was all playing. Even though he worked, he was just joking all the time. And when we got together, he made me relax and taught me how to, it's okay to enjoy life. It's okay to let your hair down, and I taught him it's okay to still have fun, but you need to be about your business. So we kind of balanced each other out. It was a balancing act,
Mm.
and so it's just a lot of people, and I'm looking, and I guess it's the counselor side of me. I can't help it. That's what I went to school for. I'm a therapist, so that part of me always kicks in, and I see people that need to be healed. I see a lot of people that really need to go counseling. Let's just keep it real. You don't need, you don't need to be in no relationship until you get you done. You need to really go sit
Facts.
on somebody's couch and say, you know what? My daddy did this, or he didn't do this, and my mama did this, or she didn't do this, and this is affecting me, and I do this and I do that. I mean, because I think, and I heard what you said about the society and stuff like that, JB, but
Mhm.
I'm a person that, I had every opportunity in life to just say, screw it. I ain't gonna make nothing of myself. I'm gonna be this, that, and the other. Because again, just to hit this and then get off of it, I was molested at 8, and not just one time. This went on for a while. Okay.
Mm.
So I could have just took that and been like, I could use this right here as a reason why I'm a F up. Why I ain't gonna do this? Why, I'm gonna just be a drug addict? I'm gonna do this to mask my pain. But instead, that thing in me was like, no, because I'm gonna make sure I succeed in spite of what I've been through, in spite of the
Mhm.
circumstances that I was facing. So I really don't give cadence to people who use situations to be a F up. I just don't. And I
Well,
think,
many are called, few are chosen. I mean, you have a story, you have a testimony. That's because you were, that's what you were ordained to go through. And you were ordained to come on the other side as a testament. A lot of people don't have that testimony. A lot of people don't. I can't blame them for that. It is what it is. They're human. I
but
can't.
when do
I
we get
think,
to the point, JB, that okay, we grown now? Not that it minimizes what you've been through. I'm not saying that,
but
but
who measures that though? How can you measure that for each person? You can't create a general standard. And I think that's the issue that has happened within society, especially within America. Like I said, even actually overseas and in different cultures before. Cause like I said, you can't go into certain cultures and be at like the age of 25 and not be a certain place, or doing certain thing. They have certain expectations. You're supposed to have this, and that in life, and all this other stuff. They make them get married at 20 and all this other craziness. But it's like often too many times we take our own standards and our own way of thinking and put them on other people. I'd rather just
I
move
agree.
on from you. I
well, yeah,
just
that's
say
what I
you not my
do.
people and just
I
move
move
on.
on. Yeah. But I'm just, I guess
I agree. I agree to a certain extent, but I think that it should be certain rites of passage. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time you 13, you should know how to do this. By the time you 16, 18, 21, yada yada yada, right?
mhm.
But
However, everybody not going to arrive at the same place at the same
yeah,
time because there are different, you know, developmental issues,
exactly.
environmental issues. Like I get what you're saying, right? And
Hmm.
that's why I stopped kind of sharing some of my things here because people will make you feel like, oh, you 40 and you just now buying your first house. Yes. But let me
Right.
tell you why. You know what I'm saying? I live in California. I
Yeah.
never went to college. I went straight from high school to the work field because that's what was required of me at that time for my
Hmm.
family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then life happened. You
Come
Right.
heard
on.
me? So I'm not no less proud of myself.
I know
And,
it.
and
Now
you shouldn't.
society
You shouldn't be.
society might say something and be like, girl, you behind, you late. I got 3, 4 properties. That's you.
Good for
And I'm
you.
happy for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
However, I didn't start working on my credit till I was 35 years old. Credit, I did not live off credit. I never had a credit card till I was 35 years old.
Yeah. Some of us
You
weren't
want to know
educated
why I
about
waited till I
credit.
was 35 years old? One, I didn't like living beyond my means,
Mhm.
right?
Hmm.
Two, credit wasn't important to me because I didn't have the responsibility. See, when if something happened to you when you get pregnant
Mm.
Yep.
and you start to have to think about somebody else's future, right?
Right.
And even
Hmm.
though I was a bonus mother, I didn't go through the whole process. I didn't know it was a whole process that you go through mentally, emotionally, physically when you are impregnated. I didn't understand it till it happened, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
But something happened to my brain at 35 when I'm carrying this child, like, oh shit, bitch, you ain't got no credit card. You ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got no contingency
And
plans. Like,
you gotta start now, right? But
yeah.
see, I also watched my friends put themselves in debt at 21
Yeah.
and couldn't climb
Yeah.
themselves out. And I said, I never wanted to be in that position. So at 35, guess what? I never climbed myself into debt because I was responsible. I was ready.
Mm.
I was understanding that this is something bigger than just a credit card. Like this is going on my record. I owe that money back. It ain't free money just to do whatever I want to do and not worry about it later. You see what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
18, 19, that's exactly
Absolutely.
how I would have thought. And I'd
Yeah.
have told myself up. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, everybody arrive at different times, different places based on their
Absolutely.
life function and
In
what's
their
going on in
circumstances.
their life.
And people have to take into account the fact that, like me, a lot of my learning has become vicariously. I have vicariously learned from a lot of people's situations and things that are going on. There are so many drug addicts and alcoholics that I've
Say
seen in
that.
my family and friends. I
Say
ain't need to
it.
touch it. I ain't need
Say
to.
it.
I'm
Say
good.
it. Say it.
So I'm good. I ain't got this. I ain't got to try to know that it ain't for me. I'm good. And then I had asthma, so I couldn't smoke. So I'm good. I'm good all the way. I'm good.
Well,
But a
I
lot
got
of people
asthma
had to
too.
go through
I
it.
ain't trying to talk you into it because I think it's beautiful when you don't smoke, drink, do none of that, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. But trust me, the asthma ain't never stopped me.
Yeah, and I know a
Okay.
lot of people who got it, but for me, like because of the way my brain processes, I didn't need to do it or try it. My friend gave me
No.
a puff of a Newport 100 when we was in school. This white
Oh,
girl.
that's gonna break your chest
When,
cavity open. What the
when
hell
we
was
was
you
in
doing?
high school, and I ain't never had to smoke another day in my life. I'm good. That's the nasty. If you want to turn somebody off from smoking, give them a Newport for their first taste.
I don't know, because you know what? I was a Newport smoker for many years. But I'm gonna say I
Mm.
didn't start on Newports.
See, because that was the nastiest. Man. I said, I'm good. You good? I ain't
But
never
you know
tried that.
what?
I'm good.
I
Mm-mm.
quit smoking cigarettes when I got pregnant. And it was funny because I was joking with my sister, right? And I'm like 5, 6 months pregnant. I quit the day they told me. They was like, "You pregnant?" I said, "Okay, here's my cigarettes," gave them up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister, she had her pack on the table and I'm playing with her. I'm 5, 6 months pregnant. I did not want that cigarette at all, right? So I pick up the cigarette and I put it in my mouth and I dry hit it.
Uh,
When I tell you I was in her garden throwing up for about 10 minutes, she said, "That's what your ass get."
yeah, I heard
That
about
was
that.
the
That's
nastiest
nasty.
thing
Yeah.
ever. I was like,
Mm.
ugh, I used to smoke these. Like, I remember that. I remember that. That was hella years ago. But yeah, that was horrible.
Oh,
Yeah, I think my friend she saved me from doing that because I was like, nah, this y'all can have this shit. Mm-mm.
mm, mm.
Newport, it's the nastiest mess. But a lot of
So I
people have
heard you
learned
like going bowling.
vicariously.
Have you ever thought about like looking into like maybe a bowling league?
I ain't that
Or,
good
because
though. I suck at it
so
though.
what? You could get good. Practice make perfect, and perfect practice make even
Mm.
more perfect. So you got to get in. Everybody start somewhere, which is
I'll do it
usually
if
the
I have a
bottom.
sponsor because I ain't about wasting money.
But what I'm saying is, okay, so
No,
maybe you
I'm
don't
messing with
join.
you. I understand you.
Maybe look,
I
maybe you
definitely
don't
would.
join the bowling league, but you find out one night the bowling league go to the bowling alley, so
See,
you
now
can
you want me
find
to be
people that's
weird.
in similarities.
Yeah,
No,
you
you
want me
got
to
to
be a
put
creep and
yourself
hang
in the
around?
spaces. No, you have to put yourself in spaces of people with common interests. If your friends ain't interested, you could find somebody that might be in a similar situation, not creepy, not, you know,
You're right.
weird or nothing like that, but they might be in a similar situation where, let's say, a woman just lost her husband and he was a fanatic, a bowler, but she didn't really bowl, but she liked to go hang out at the
I think
bowling
that's
alley.
part
That
of the
might be your
problem.
one.
I think that's part of the problem. Like Noble said, he said ain't no more trying. It's just like straight to the bed or whatever we try and do and just hit it. Like, cause it's just like I think at a certain age, especially with us dudes, like we just like
Okay, and
yo, I ain't got.
who responsibility is it to court? Because it's not my responsibility to court you, my
No,
nigga.
it's the
I'm gonna
man's
say this.
responsibility. That's how I was.
So if it's straight to the bedroom, I would have to put that onus back on the men,
See,
because my husband courted me
Man,
to the
too.
day we got married, and then we still date.
Yep.
And
yeah, I
now
feel
I'm
you.
talking about not dates that I put together.
Hmm.
Why do I have to think of that? I'm
See,
sorry. No, I like
I'm
coming
past that
home.
issue. Mine is strictly platonic. Like just trying to find
What?
friends, platonic friends. Like I'm at the 10-year mark. So,
Don't you
but
know your
friends,
woman is the best friend to have?
absolutely. But I'm talking about outside of that, like just regular, like regular smegular stuff.
That's regular smuggler friends. They don't exist like that no more though. Cause
That's
they
the
all trying
issue.
to be booed up and cupcaked up and
That's the
end up
issue.
under their thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm
Well,
so
see,
happy I
none of
got
mine,
married.
all of mine are single. That's the issue. Well, all the people that I know through the other couple of friends are all single, and they all want to like just drink or something. Like when they go out, they want to get drunk or they want to get high, and I'm like, that's
Why
not what
don't you
I'm trying to
plan
do.
something other than that though? Because I think a lot of the times it's exposure and that's all they know. So like if you not trying to get drunk or high, plan something different and say, hey, I plan this event. I want y'all to come through. You know what I mean? And expose them to something different. Because I'm gonna tell you, like my friend circle was the same until
Hmm.
me and my sister got tired of being drunk and high all the goddamn time. And we said, you know what? We're going to start inviting them to our functions where we play games, where it's a food theme and we need you to bring the food to match the theme. And people
Dang, these
started getting
people.
interested in that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's still liquor and stuff there, you know what I mean? However, that's not the focus no more. Just coming to drink and get high. Like they know what we doing next, y'all. What y'all got planned for us next? They get
Hmm.
interested.
You know,
So
I have
you
to
have to
find that. I
sometimes
have to find that
expose
group
them.
because that ain't this group. This group done regress because we used to no
You
because
just
we
got the
used to.
ratchet hood rat type friends,
Yo,
then.
I'm
That's
trying to
what it
tell you
is.
because this friend group used to because I'm always the person who always organize stuff like I did like I don't celebrate anyway. I did Secret Santa before. I've done like organized things and dinners and stuff like that for celebrations and stuff like that. But they have regressed because we used to get together like at a friend's house every Sunday. Huge dinner, like I
What?
mean,
When did they
spending like
regress?
years ago. Years ago,
Was it was it before the vid? Was it before the vid that y'all was doing that?
before yeah, but it was during as
Because
well. Well,
that's when my friend group in real life, like meeting up all the time, kind
mhm.
of broke apart. Everybody got used to being in their own quarters, not wanting to go
No,
out. It
no,
was
no,
easy
not
for them to
them.
say no.
Mm-mm. These were
No.
people I had to ban from my house because they was going out too much.
Oh, okay.
I got
Because it was the
asthma. Y'all
opposite.
play too
Yeah,
much.
my
No,
friends became introverts to where I'm like, y'all don't want to go out no
mm-mm.
more.
Not
Like they
these.
like,
I think they got
no, it
worse. They
doesn't seem
regressed.
safe.
Mm-mm. It became it went from being social to like I think I don't know. They might have went through their own pre midlife crisis. Because I think they went from just like wanting to chill and be around each other to like now it's like I don't know they reflecting on their lives or something. Now they just it's always party like hard party like they want to get drunk like they got to have some liquor like oh it's dry bar like what dry they ain't doing no dry event.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's why I really stopped chilling with them like that because we used to play spades, we used to like have games, like anything, like we used to have conversations, things like that. But when it came to the point where we couldn't just hang and chill, and it's always like y'all so tore up, y'all can't even get through a whole like spades game, or we can't really have
Oh,
a
that's irritating.
yeah,
Because
like I can't do it.
I
I
like
can't do
playing
it.
games and I like playing to win and I like concentrating. And
Absolutely.
when I gotta keep being like, hey, it's your turn. Hey, hey,
Mm-mm.
what is we do? I
Mm-mm.
would throw my cards down and walk away. I
And
will get
have
mad because I'm a
and have
serious player.
You said
and
it
I get
have
have.
serious, okay?
and have and absolutely will because I they mad and they don't
Yeah.
take me
And they be
seriously.
like, you tripping. I'm like, no, I'm not tripping. You tripping. Damn
You
it.
know
We
why?
was
You know
playing the
why they
damn
don't take
game.
me
What happened?
seriously? Because they can't win against me. That's why. And so it'd be like I don't even care anymore. I'm not playing winning anyway. I'm like even my partner, she don't even want to play with me no more because everybody else got an issue because I'm always winning. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
but ain't
No,
that the
I
point of
play
the
to win.
game?
Me and my brother-in-law, we had a composition book, and
Mm-hmm.
anybody that came to the house, first question was, "Do you play bones?" If they said
Okay.
yeah, we pull out the table. You feel
Yes,
me in the
ma'am. Come
composition
on.
book, and
That's
they
what's
was
up.
like, "Y'all got a composition book?" Yup, and your name going in the front. And when I tell you, it would be some people we would hurt them so bad because me and my brother was partners.
Mhm.
We would hurt them so bad they wouldn't come back for months. I'm
See,
talking about months. You don't got no win in the book. You feel me? All you got is loss. And they gotta play till they win. And if they can't win, they leave it mad.
see, I done
Oh
had the
yeah, we used to
minister
have.
try to pull out demons because she was like she bragged her and her son was about to whoop man. I was like I don't even it don't matter who my partner is. I already know how to adapt because I do this. I played every single day
Right.
I went to
You
high
gotta have a
school.
strategy. You
Yeah,
gotta have
I
a
played
strategy.
every single
Yeah,
day
yeah,
when I
yeah.
went to high school, so I'm good at
Yeah.
this. Like, stop playing with me. And so we playing.
Yeah,
I'm
my
tearing
partner
her
sit
up.
down, they already know. They say I ain't gonna win, but I'll play you. Okay, come on, just sit down.
Right, just do your best. Like that's the fun of it. But she tried to call every demon out to my what demon is this? I said I told you wasn't gonna get this one.
Mm.
But I like to play regardless. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing anything else. I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm
I wish
here.
we could
Y'all don't want
play
to have no
online.
conversation. We could. You could absolutely play online.
You could
You
play
could.
dominoes online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I played on my channel.
yeah. She
Mhm.
played. Yeah, I was about to say Creole play
Oh, let me
dominoes all
whoop
the
your
time.
ass, JB. Let me whoop your ass,
Oh,
JB.
I suck at dominoes. I forgot how to play dominoes now. I could relearn though.
Don't tell me that. It's just
I could
count numbers.
relearn though. I could relearn
It's
though.
just
Don't you?
count numbers. That's it. Just sit down. Let me count some numbers on you.
You know what? There you go. There you
She
go.
said,
I
"Let
was
me count
watching
the
Creole
numbers."
one time. So a couple of times I watched her, and I didn't even say nothing because I was just laying down watching, and I was like, "What? What the hell?" She was
Now
saying numbers
I
and
play
scores,
online,
and I
but
was
I
like,
didn't. How
"I was
you
like,
play online like together? That's what I want to
yeah,
know. Because every
yeah."
time I play, I'm playing against computers and stuff. You know what
No,
I mean?
you can join like a table. You can create a table, join the table. Yeah, you can play any game you want.
Oh,
You
I
can
need to
play
learn that.
online together with other
Because
people.
listen, let me find a domino
Uno.
community. I love you, sissy. Y'all won't never see me again. Let me find me a domino community, okay?
Oh dang! She said she's leaving the community.
Okay.
I'll leave the whole damn community, JB. I
She
promise you.
said she out.
Well, my
What?
husband is the one. My husband and my sister-in-law, who actually was my cousin, she
Mhm.
they taught me how to play. And my husband was a dominologist. Look, my husband was good at every game, though. I can't even say that he was good at every game. He can hold
Was
his
he good with math?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why.
But see,
Because
Yeah.
he
it's just numbers. It's numbers and strategy.
and
You
he
know,
can
the one game I never learned that I know if I learn it, I'd be really good at it
You about to say
is chess.
poker? Oh, you said chess.
Chess.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
I
was good.
never learned to play chess.
Yeah, he
yeah,
was good at that too. But he can hold his bones and say, okay, if I got this, it means you got this. So all I
yeah. I
Yep.
could do that too.
That's how
I could
my
tell you.
brother is, and my
I could do
brother
that with
taught me that.
spades too. I could tell you every card y'all got, and I
yep.
could tell you what
Based
you
on
about to
what you
play.
play, the odds of what you
Hmm.
got in your hand. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty good at
Absolutely.
that, but it depends on how lit I am. Cause if I'm lit, I ain't counting your numbers no more. I'm counting mine.
Yeah, I probably would get kicked out of the casino because they'll probably think I'm counting cards.
Yeah,
Like if I
counting
get
cards.
something.
Yep. They
Hmm.
so would. They'd be like, no, sir, you gotta go.
Yeah, but I play
Some
Yeah, I
crazy
was
anyway.
watching. It
I
was
just
this legal casino heist that these people done. They got them for millions, like several casinos. The chick basically she had went to jail, and when she was shuffling the cards, she found that every card was slightly off center, like a little bit. So based on the back of the card, she could tell you what card you was holding.
shut
absolutely,
up.
So they
absolutely, you
went
got to
in
pay
and
attention to that. Yeah, I used to deal poker at the
yeah, so
poker house. They used to
yeah,
scratch the back of the cards, or they'll put a little indentation in them with their nails and stuff.
uh,
Yeah, we had to watch all that. Yeah, it's like, nah, what you
yeah.
doing?
But
You're not.
I mean, it was the way the decks was printed,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
it
you
was
notice
a
all that. The ink.
yeah.
There'd
So
be
she
one
she said
card that
once
have
she
an ink
saw it,
spot.
she couldn't unsee it,
Hmm. That's how
and
I
they
am.
would
I have
go into the
photographic memory.
casino. Hmm She went into the casino, her and her partner, and they would tear him down for millions at a time.
Oh
Hmm.
wow.
Yeah, that's why every so often, especially if somebody winning a lot, they take that deck out of commission.
Mm.
But it
Yeah,
didn't matter because every deck was the same. They could
yeah,
take whatever deck they want. They didn't know how she was doing
yeah. They hate
it.
that boy.
So they could have put another deck in commission.
Dang, so they was cheating. Okay.
That's how you do
Mhm.
it. Because even
Legal.
at the
It's
poker
a
house,
legal
they had chip.
loophole. It ain't
They,
nothing that.
they can't do
I
nothing, but they
mean,
can ban you.
Yeah.
yeah, they could ban you, but I mean, they
But
wasn't counting cards. They wasn't doing nothing wrong. They just knew they odds and they knew what hand to bet big on and what hand not to. Like how can you be mad at them? They playing the game. Shit. They
That's
figured it out.
you win too much money without giving them enough money. Because like you gotta balance it. You can't just win all their money. You gotta let them win some, but also let the other people lose a lot. So you can win as much as you want. Let them win some and let them other people lose so they can have like so it can be even. You can't just go in there
Right.
and snatch up 10 million and you knocking everybody else off the table, you taking all the money and you ain't giving them nothing back. It's not it's just they ain't gonna allow that. You can't do that.
mm.
It's got to be some roundabout. So they like you
Yeah,
gotta
but
go.
when you going in and you bet $1 million hands, they pay attention to you. You
Hell yeah.
already like good and bad. You know what I mean?
You
You a
gotta
high
lose
roller at
something.
that point. You could get a room on the house. You could get all kind of stuff when you doing stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah, I
I
miss
don't know.
the casino.
I like paying attention to that kind of stuff, numbers and strategies and stuff like that. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
really all life is about anyway.
Mm-mm. That's
Yes.
true.
Binary codes and numbers and strategy.
Speaking of binary code, just kidding. Anyway, so
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Oh my goodness, I can't stand him.
so y'all gonna join the talent show?
I'm on mute.
Oh my goodness. No, I would not be a part of the talent show. Absolutely not.
Why? You should go sing. So listen, you should
Mm.
diversify the talent pool because I've seen the shows and the talent shows and the things that go on around these parts, those parts. Because I don't want to officially include you into that part, but those parts, not just like I don't want to see the same people every time doing the same thing.
I have this low tolerance for bull stuff and for the uckery. My temper won't let me do it. I have successfully not tempted the
Right.
Lord that God with my temper, so I
Uh-huh.
can't do it. Mm.
I like stuff like that's my whole field, like the performing arts and like the arts and things like
Yeah,
that. And me being a producer. But anyway, I want to see I want to see a great talent show. Like I'm ready for it. Like, but I'm like, who coming to this thing? Like, is it the same? Because I
no,
keep seeing the same people do the same things, and they don't be great.
at all. And you
You
gotta
know,
look.
I wouldn't mind a talent show. I wouldn't mind a variety show, like like something like Who's Got America's Got Talent or something like that, right?
Well, that's pretty much what it's supposed
Um,
to be. But
that don't sound half bad, right?
mm,
But here's my issue. For I don't care if they online for 4 to 6 to 8 hours, right?
mm,
The amount of money you giving up, it should be rounds. It should be knockout rounds. It should be
I was thinking
more
that
than just
too. Yeah,
one episode. It should be a series in a season. You know what I'm saying? For $2,000, you should have to show up every week for a couple of weeks to
yeah.
get that. Like, why are you handing
Series of
over
days at least, like a
so
series
much
of 2 or 3
money?
days. Yeah, like because it's
To
I don't know,
me,
it's
it
crazy.
diminishes the talent too.
It's
Like,
true. I feel you.
you know, I don't know. Like for me, I would love to see, like I said, a knockout round. Four cooks up there making similar yet different dishes, maybe same ingredients or something like that. See how
Mm,
creative they could get. And then a judging happen. And then the next week, the remaining people come up. If it's going to be winner take all type thing, give us 4 episodes then. Let us see the creativity flow. Let us see it's not a one trick pony type deal,
right.
right? Like that's what I look for. You know what I mean? Like when I
I just
say a
want them to
variety
stick
show, I
to
don't.
I
I
want
don't
them
think
to
it should
stick to the
be
criteria because last time I've seen, and I'm not talking
that
about
too.
anyone in
It's not
particular.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Hmm.
stuck on anyone in particular, but I've seen a lot of stuff go on in the past year in these contests and competitions all over the place in different sectors, and they'll say, okay, the criteria, we're judging on is like creativity, this and that, and then it's like everything else goes out the window, like all the stuff
It
goes out
becomes
the
a
window,
popularity contest.
right? And it's just like, hold up, because that was not creative, because it was okay.
Well,
I'm gonna speak
that's
on it
why you
vaguely,
have but that's why you have the same people participating, because
right?
people who think like you and I think, would you go up there and show your creative side to know you're not the popular one and have
Exactly.
your work diminished?
Cause listen to this. All right, so there was a costume. Yeah, all right. So I gave it away. Anyway, it was a costume, and it was of a British person,
Mm.
and it was a specific character. There was no British accent used. If it was horrible. And there was no creativity because it was a bought costume. Um, there was nothing that you created. Um, the acting was horrible, and I'm like, how did you place? Like, because according to the criteria, you would not have gotten a good score
Hmm.
had I been judging on the criteria. But I was like,
Hmm.
okay, this would deter me from actually entering anything that's ever done because I already see how this goes.
Right.
Right.
Because the thing about it is, I have been hearing for maybe days or maybe a week or two about, oh, this person gonna win. I can't wait to this person. I can see what this person does. Da, 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 da. And then I saw it. I said, wait, that's it? I was like, but where's the British act? Man, listen, I'm
And
just
I
saying.
don't even know what you're talking about, because I'm gonna tell you, I tapped out around, I think it was the macaroni cheese challenge or something. Like that's literally like the last challenge that I've
What?
watched. So I just when I'm done, I'm done. You know what I mean? And it's
I
a
didn't
lot
have a
that's happened.
macaroni and cheese challenge online.
Yeah, they did.
Child,
They
child. Well, let's not go there. But I think the
Wow.
concept is wonderful. I think it's beautiful because I think you can
You can have
have it on.
creativity,
You
but
Yeah,
okay, I'm
creativity,
thinking about what I've
visual
seen
appeal.
from certain people, like a scene from certain competition on here, and I'm just like, I'm not, because I'm an avid watcher of like cooking shows and
Me
things like
too.
that. So I'm
Hmm.
like, the stuff that I've seen that they could do, I don't see that coming from these people, and that's why it's like, yo, because even with the whole never mind. I don't know. Maybe my standards are too. Maybe like I'm
Besides,
doing too much.
hey,
You know what I want to do? I actually been thinking about this. I said I really would love to have um a plus size talent show. I really would.
Where okay, so this ties into our whole
Talent
theme
show
of
plus size
finding friends. Where
plus
would you find
size
the competitors?
yeah, not talent show, but plus size
Beauty contest or something?
yeah, where you show off your clothes, like you have to have um active wear, something not formal because anybody gonna go buy no gowns or nothing, but at least church
the
attire.
men did it. I thought that was really, really nice. I enjoyed that one
You said the
because
Yeah,
men
that's
did.
something you can judge.
right.
Like, and then also that one, people still, it was popularity. I hate to say it, because the person that stand out the most to me still from that, and I don't even remember everybody that participated. I remember some of the people, but
Hmm.
the one person that stand out to me did an amazing job, and people was reaming him in the chat because they
Oh
didn't know
wow.
who he was and where he came from,
Oh,
and he did it different. He did it
I could see that
different.
happening. I could see that happening.
And
I didn't see that one.
okay, so do you remember that challenge, Creole?
Because I don't think I looked at it. I think I heard about it, but I don't think I looked at it. But go ahead.
Okay, so what he did was he did a whole production. Like,
Yeah,
he
okay.
filmed himself in his outfit, and then once the production was over, he was sitting in the outfit, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole thing was like it was a production. It wasn't he wasn't doing it in the moment. It was really thought out. You could tell he planned for it. Like that got me like, yeah. I still remember it.
Okay.
I remember that. You know what I
So
mean?
was production
So
part of the criteria? Because they be like I said, they be switching the
no, but
criteria
this
in the
the
middle
thing.
of it.
But this the thing. It shouldn't matter how he present his
Hmm.
outfit. He
That's
gave
true.
3 looks and was able to recreate the look in the moment too. Like I'm talking about went outside walking the dog in the sport outfit. Like a production.
Right. A
It
lot of
was
these people
awesome.
though, they won't participate either. If I've noticed, they ask, "What's the pool? What's the prize? Like the
What's the
prize
prize?
pool?"
They want to know. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like what? Like,
I'm
are you
still
here to
waiting on the
have fun
loaded
or
toast
not?
challenge. I'm still waiting on the loaded toast challenge. I got all my original recipes and some more.
The one I'm gonna do
Hmm.
next. Instead, that's the one I am gonna do next. Yeah, I am gonna do that. I was gonna wait until around July, and everything.
Mm,
I was gonna put it out here, but I was gonna wait until around July, because that's something simple that can be done, and people be done went grocery shopping for the 4th, and everything, and all you got to do is get whatever you got, and show it. So, but a whole lot of people claimed that they wanted to do that and they was gonna do it. So I just sat back like, okay, well, go ahead.
right.
We ain't had it done yet, so I'm gonna take my idea back, and I'm
Hmm.
and
Just
do
do
it.
it. I
Yeah.
like the idea of the pop up challenges. I think I came around like when I saw one of the pop up challenges, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." To actually just have a random ass challenge and just, actually have, if it's a prize pool, just to randomly like, collect the prize pool and like give it out. I like that because it's not all this animosity, all this drama trying to get numbers and
To build
views
up.
before, yeah, like the
Hmm.
whole build up thing, like that's just corny. But um I like that. Like that's cool, and it actually ties into our theme again. Once again, finding friends and stuff because that's like minded stuff. Like people like who want to
Right.
do stuff like that. Like I'm gonna start my game nights eventually. Last time I tried it, something happened with the software, and I just got frustrated. I was like, oh, my ADHD it said no.
I know that.
So, huh?
I would love game nights, JB, and I know a few people as well that would love it because that's what we came on doing. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
was playing Jeopardy and
Oh yeah, I did
Family
a Jeopardy
Feud
style
and
one. My friend, I did on my friend's page. But she changed the whole direction of her page, and she erased. She kind of got rid of everything because she wanted to do natural hair care in the budget. So
Oh, that's
she,
awesome. That's
yeah, so she changed the whole page, and she don't have those videos anymore. But I did the whole game night. Like I came up with the questions. I structured the game and everything. Did Jeopardy night. I had teams. It was 2 teams of 3 that competed against each other. She was supposed to be co-hosting, but she was lit, just like they was lit, and they was oh my goodness,
oh Lord, there you go.
it was
Look,
a
I'll be
mess.
sober during the game, but after the game, I'm gonna get lit. Okay.
It was good though. It was fun. It was hilarious. I was like, yo, I had to gather them a couple times, like, yo, because they kept saying, "Let go."
Yeah,
I said, "Y'all say let's go
so
one
my
more time."
sister, you know her, Creole. My sister Dolly Games.
yeah.
She used to do it and she would get so frustrated because she would put so much time into it, creating the
Hmm.
questions and doing the graphics and everything and making sure the transitions worked and and like I had to be the manager. She made me the manager because I could get them together. But we would go haywire for a minute. Then we had to reel them back in, but we
Oh,
would
I
have
love it.
so
I love
much
it.
fun.
I love
So
it.
much fun. So like I said, you do have a community that's looking for that kind of stuff already. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
one of the ways I've been trying to get over the whole making friend thing. But then it's like, do I want to be one of them geeks at the computer all the time? Either I don't,
Yep.
because I ain't even turned on this damn computer this whole week since I came back. Obviously, because I was dead when I got here.
My
But
thing,
go
what I
ahead.
try to do, what I'm trying to do, and I have been successful, thank you, Lord, is stay away. Because, like I tell everybody, yes, I started in the beefing sector because I support everybody that's over there. Not everybody, but for the majority part. But
Mm,
my channel is not a beefing channel. So if you
Right.
expect when you come over here to find beef, you'll be very, very disappointed because I don't.
mm-hmm.
I don't want to have it. I just don't. If I want to hear that, I know where I can go. If I don't, I just,
Hmm.
Absolutely.
you know,
Hmm.
Absolutely.
yeah, that's
And
And
it's
that's why I
enough
didn't start
spaces
my
for that.
games. That's why I didn't start my channel at right away. Because when I was over in the black tea sector, I wound up in the subsector, the Jaguar right sector, and they
Mm,
kept asking me, "Oh my God, when you gonna start your page?" And I was like, I did all the preparation and cleared all my socials and stuff, so y'all don't go searching doing all sorts of craziness or whatever. But when I got into that sector, I was like, no, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going to attract all the people from the Jaguar Rec sector. That's not what I'm going to do. I don't
right.
want you coming over there expecting that. And then, I was chilling in the beef sector. So it's just like, yeah, wait, wait, just let me wait. And then, let y'all come over and actually experience me and not be looking for what I do over here or the commentary I give over here because that's not what my
mm.
channel is. And I feel you on that totally because I was just like I can't do it because y'all
Well,
wild.
I can't wait to support you in your channel, whatever it
I
is,
appreciate
because
it.
I feel like in order to find friends, you have to find yourself friendly,
Yep.
and
Hmm.
you got to give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? To show you who they are. You know what I mean? Now, I also go off energy. So if your energy bad, the first couple interactions, then I'd be like, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like it
I
don't
feel
take
you.
much to turn me off. I'm an Aries through and through. So once I make my mind up, I don't like you. I'm not a hater. I don't hate watch people. I don't look for things to pick on people with or nothing like that. I know how to move away and move around.
Right.
So
That's
that's
my
that's how I am. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they can't do that. They always got to be in the know, in the business, in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not like that. I like to genuinely support people and be around people I genuinely like. You know what I mean? I don't want to be around a bunch of people that side eyeing me or not liking me, or I feel like animosity or hate, or like I'm not like that. I don't like that around me, and I don't have it around me, like, period.
Yeah, I
I
feel you.
remove I remove that shit quickly. Excuse me, I'm cussing. I remove that very quickly.
my daughter. I
You know
have
what I'm saying?
my daughter that's a PICU. She's a special registered nurse for children. She's a Aries. I had her on April Fool's Day, and trust me, wasn't nothing funny about that day at all. I'm like,
Girl, April 2nd.
okay, so yeah, when honey,
Mm-hmm.
she'll get that I don't care on her so quick, it's ridiculous. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, I
But
was
I
in,
but I'm sure she also give chances though.
yeah, she do, she
It
do,
don't just start that way. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna play in my face. Like, that's how I really feel. Like, don't play with me. Just be honest.
yeah,
I've met one of my best friends. We don't even talk all the time, but when I talk to her, it's like we talked yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That's the love we have for each other.
you got
And this
real,
how I met her.
yeah,
She
yeah,
was
real,
she was my daughter's um friend mother, right? And
hmm
we lived right next door to each other. And she would always see me, and I was always cordial, like, hey girl, hey, but we had never like kicked it or talked or nothing, right? So one day she said my daughter was like, go get your mama, tell your mama to come over. And I sent my daughter back and told her I don't want to come.
okay,
So my daughter came back and she said, why? And she said, because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being friendly today. And so she went back and told her that. She said, girl, when I tell you, when your baby came back and said, my mom don't feel like being friendly today, she said, I like her. She was like, she real. Because most people will lie to you and give you an excuse. Oh, girl, I got a headache or my stomach hurt. She
Mm-mm.
said, you just
Mm-mm.
straight up told the truth. And I had to respect it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
to this day, me and her are like real, real tight. But that taught me I don't got to lie to kick it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't
Yeah.
gotta make up no reason or no excuse. I either want to or I don't. And here's the reason why. Like, I
I'm,
could be
I'm
honest
too
about
lazy
it,
to lie.
and y'all, we got
Yeah, I think part of
minutes.
that too.
So go ahead, mixology, and give your last response, please. And then you next, JB, and we're gonna wrap it up. I gotta call my mama
My
to go to sleep.
my last response is, in order to find a friend, find yourself friendly. Put yourself out there, in spaces that you're comfortable, putting yourself out there, and um don't go for the okey doke. If you see red flags, especially at our age, you know what I'm saying? I'm too old to
Mhm.
play games. So once I start seeing the little BS and the little side comments and all that, I just bounce. You know what
I
I
know,
mean? Like, I don't got time to play around and be fake and for friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my own best friend anyway.
come on
So
now.
No,
I
that's
love
right.
me, and in loving me, I'm able to love others.
Okay,
So yeah, that's my nutshell of finding a friend over 40. Be yourself, be your authentic self, and whoever gonna mess with you, they gonna mess with you. But don't make no excuses, because you too damn old.
I know it's right. Okay. Well, thank you, Boo. You know you my sister from another mister. Quit playing,
Great chatting with you.
Love you down, love you down.
baby. Thank you. And JB, what you got to say, bruh?
uh so much. No, I'm just kidding. No, no. The main thing is like mixology said, like know yourself.
Right.
And I think you gotta know your limits and what you can and cannot tolerate, and you gotta be real about it. I think that's the next step. Actually, after you know yourself, be real about what it is, and carry on from there.
Amen. I know that's right.
Yep.
It's all right.
Yep.
My
Thank you for having me. I enjoy our
always. This
talks
ain't gonna
as
be the last
always.
time we do this. We're gonna do something else too. So hey, all
Absolutely.
three of us. Yeah.
Yes, boundaries. Yep,
No, that's
boundaries.
right.
All right. Love you. See you later.
Love you too, babe. Thank you. Okay, so this I learned. All right. And y'all gonna think this is petty, so call me Patty LaBelle at this point. But I had this scheduled for a minute. Me and JB, this is part two. And I am so loyal to a lot of people. Okay. I'm loyal to a lot of people. And sometimes I can't drop down, but I support a lot of people. I be in your skies. I sometimes when I remember, I let you know I'm on replay, that I don't replay what you did. I give you a click in the view, something to let you know I support you. I'm here. And even sometimes if I can't stay, I'll drop down and say, hugging your channel. Because I want you to know that your effort, even if you don't do nothing but come on and let it play while you smoking a cigarette. You come on, let it play while you riding down the street. Something. I try to let people know that I support them. And you know, when I say this, it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, but I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm very much okay with that because y'all know my philosophy over here is better to be pissed than pissed on. Okay, but the day of me supporting a lot of people that don't support me ended today. Oh, say that again. The day of me supporting a lot of people that don't even threaten to support me is over. Not that you care, because my little click in the view don't mean anything, and that's fine. But here's the thing: I'm about to blow up. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but I'm about to blow up. I knew that it was a confirmation I was about to blow up when official King Jabs, and if you don't know who he is, go Google him. I go look on YouTube. When official King Jabs said, "I want it's something about you. I want you to be one of my mods," and modded me up right in his chat. Okay. Every chance he get, he's like, Creole, hey Creole, what's going on, Creole? Smooches, baby, love you. Which is getting me more exposure. There's a couple more other big time content creators that has learned Creole Butterfly. So when I blow up and I take those with me that supported me when I wasn't nothing, don't get mad because you'll be arguing like now by yourself. I realized something. People like to argue with you. That brings more attention to them. I'll let you have it. I'll be whatever you want to call me. I'll be all of that. As long as you don't show up at my door, we cool. Because I know how to block you. So to say tonight was an open reminder that people don't jig with you for real. Stop being so loyal to these people that could care less about you or your success. See, it wouldn't have been nothing for some people to at least to say, you know what, JB, Creole, mixology, I can't stay, but I just want to come and give you a little bit of support. I watch everything. I ain't got this old for nothing. And then I get tired of hearing, ain't no good stuff on YouTube. That's all it is. That's a lie. And the same people that say it be right in the uckery. You be right in the thick of the uckery. So I learned, been knowing. I just like to see how far people gonna take me like I'm stupid. I ain't got this doctorate degree because I didn't, they just gave it out at the school. Was like, you know what? You look like you can use a doctorate degree. Here you go. No, I earned that thing. In order to earn a doctorate degree and be number 74 out of a class of 2000 and something, I ain't too shabby. That's the top 100. Probably could have been closer, but it was just what it was. So keep watching. Keep watching. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. When my stuff kick in and I start becoming real famous and I got over 200 some thousand in my, that's subscribed to me or whatever, I don't want to hear, ain't we cool? We not. We're not. That's how I began to attach myself to mixology, because I heard her on Miss T Velocities one time talking about not being supported. And I agreed with that because I was having at that time the same thing. Like, I support these people and they don't support me. I understood it. And I invited her to come on so I could interview her and talk to her. And we clicked. I always support her. Always. JB done became my little brother. I always support him. So I just wanted to say that because, it's about what we learned. Yeah, I learned about dating and, all that stuff, but let's talk about friendship. This is what I'm saying. And there's one content creator in the beefy sector that says ain't no friends on YouTube. Now, I disagree with that, but I agree with that too. I'm a little on both sides. It can be, it is, and then sometime it ain't. So am I mad now? No, I'm not. I'm not mad. And me saying how I feel ain't got nothing to do with me being mad, but I am very observant. Very observant. So, I've seen people be more in attendance to the uckery that's supposed to be for me. We supposed to be cool and we supposed to be down like 4 flat tires, but you don't support me. But anytime these other people, crazy people, drunk people, high people, sexual people, anytime they go, you right there. Now, how am I supposed to feel? You can't pee on me and tell me it's raining. I know the difference. I'm too intelligent. So for those of you all that have looked at this and did come in and was in the sky, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. My heart goes out to you. And I could understand some people like, well, it was just not my tea. I get it, because a lot of the F stuff y'all talk about ain't mine. My IQ too strong. Some stuff is very much below me and it's low brow. It just is. I said it. But I still be like, hey, hugging your channel because I support you. Maybe not what you're talking about, but I support you. So it just is what it is. And after this is over, I ain't gonna mention it again. I think, like, shout out to Just Kimmy. Like she always says, the best behavior is change behavior. And even though I'm seeing all that, watch my moves, because my next move is my best move. Trust me. Now, let me go ahead and give this disclaimer. If you in the chat with me and I don't see you and you saying, hey, Creole, and I don't respond, it could be one or two things. One, I don't want to. And two, well, it could be three things. One, I don't want to. Two, I could be away from my computer and just listening. Three, I done blocked you and don't even want to see your name. I love me some QB. I be over in QB skies. I be cracking up. I love me some QB. And sometimes when I'm able, I cash app him and let him know, hey, I ain't forget about you. Hey, I'm listening. Wish I could send more, boo. He's like, it's okay, love. Thank you. He appreciates it. I love his commentary. And when he laughs, that really does me. So just because you don't see me drop down in some of these chats, don't mean I don't still support. And I think QB's on there, and I'll probably be back over. I love Mr. QB. Can't nobody keep me from that one. There's some more people I still support, but some of y'all, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, baby. I can tell you better not, baby. It's a wrap. Matter of fact, I even cut my modding short for official King Jives today. I cut it short because I knew I had to do this thing right here that I promised. And I tries to keep my word. The only time I can't is if something really, really happened, like when my son's them was in a car accident. Screw alive. I gotta go see about my babies. I holler at y'all, hear y'all money back, those that sold for the thing. You hear your money back, because I don't want y'all saying Creole didn't get my money. Hear your money back, boo. Gotta go see about my son's smooches. I'm that tight. My word is my bond. So I ain't mad. Hey, Tanya, boo. I ain't mad. I'm glad to see you. You've been on my heart. I ain't upset. Okay. I ain't none of that. I'm just straight up no chaser. And I think a lot of people can't take me because I'm straight up no chaser. I think if I was out here lying and creating false narratives and blah, 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 a whole lot of people would gravitate to that. No, I got to look myself in the mirror. I got grandkids. I told you, I got grandkids that know my channel. And plus, I want to make the man upstairs happy. So I know a lot of y'all can't stand that. One, she always talk about God and do and will. This ain't for you. And I'm okay with that. You know how long I sat with like 100 people that will subscribe to me and still did a show like if it was 1,000,000 people. Because I learned as being a preacher. A lot of y'all don't know I'm that too. I learned being a preacher that you still got to give the word, whether you got one person listening or 1,000,000 people listening, you still got to give the word. So numbers, when I really tell y'all about them numbers, sometimes, and I used to preach this in church, sometimes you could have a church full of devils. I'd rather have 10 people that I know want God than to have a whole church like 1,000 people that's just there to see what each other got on. Okay. So I got souls to save. I got pastors that I'm accountable for. Yes, yes. I have churches under me. I have pastors under me that I speak into their life. I got people that contact me that's going through situations they can't share with nobody. And they know I ain't gonna say a word. If I tell anybody, it'll be God. I take it to the man upstairs. I understand having situations and nobody that you can trust to talk to. I've been there. I've been there like, okay, God, I can talk to you, but I need some human interaction. But I ain't got nobody I can trust because everybody I tell either want to know my business so they can have one over me, or want to know my business so they can tell everybody. So I understand. And I asked him to make me that person that when I hear stuff, I forget it. Once we pray about it, you tell me about it, baby, unless you come back and tell me. And that's why I tell everybody I pray for. When God answers your prayer, let me know. Because I don't remember. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. That way you ain't got to worry about me going around telling your business, which I ain't going to do it anyway. It's a character thing. But I'm just saying, I got too much I'm responsible for. And being very much prophetic, baby, I can't carry all of that. I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy. So I'm just saying, I know I'm a different breed. I get it. Y'all don't know how to take me. You don't know which part to take me because I'm relatable. Somebody said, well, how's the beef sector? Because I was in one of the people's chats, and I think they were digging at me. And they said, how's the beef sector gonna have pastors over here? Easy. Just like we sit back and watch our favorite comedy show. Exactly like that. We sit back and watch our favorite basketball, football game exactly the same way. What is your point? And that's what I said. What is your point? It ain't got nothing to do with my calling. So those of you guys that will be listening to this later on, I thank you so much for your support. So does my co-host and my other co-host. We thank you for your support. If you want to support Mixology, it's Mixology99. Please go give her a click and a view, even if you don't drop down. Give her a click and a view. Share her out sometime. Okay? Also, JB hasn't started his channel up yet, but y'all can catch him in Lolo's in different spots. Just speak out. Let him know you enjoy him on the panel and everything. You know, yeah, word is definitely bond. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about it. Let me tell you something. There is a person. I ain't gonna say no names because I don't believe in throwing people under the bus like this, but I will say this, and the story is still the same whether I mention the name or not. There's a person who always told me they'll always have my back, no matter who's here, no matter who's not. They'll always be here for me. This is what they heard me saying. They said, not me. Okay, didn't ask them nothing. This is what they said. I'll always be there for you. If ain't nobody else there for you, I'm gonna be there for you. I'll be in every live. You ain't even got to worry about it. Only time I won't be in every live is if I'm sick. I just something unexpected. Person got mad at me and called themselves trying to punish me by not coming to my live. And what's so funny is this is the gift I got. I ain't gonna tell y'all that because then just know I know what they said. I know what they said. They were supposed to be in one live and decided we're gonna see if she still go ahead if I don't show up. Yep, sure will and have and will and did. Cause you don't stop no show. This is Creole. And I think I'm Creole. But remember, they said I'll be there every live. They said I got your back. They said I'll be there for you no matter what. If nobody else ain't there, I will be there. And to this day, every now and then, they may drop out. They may come in every now and then. Person is swooping down. They will. So I don't pay no attention to people like I'm telling you, I told y'all that for a reason. I don't pay no attention to people like that because action means more to me than your words. Okay, hold on. My one computer just went out. Let me pull it up. Okay, that's right here is his channel, and this is Mixology's channel. Okay. Yep. So yeah, that's that's what I wanted. I just text my mama too. She said give her 5 more minutes. That's why I'm talking. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not mad at nobody, but I do have to tell how I feel sometimes because a lot of times I think people think that my mouth is broke. My mouth ain't broke. I just don't care enough sometimes to even say things. Just tonight, I'm on one. My other side of my scale done fell, so I'm on one. That's it. Now tomorrow I ain't gonna say none of this. I won't even care. If you bring it up, I'll be like, I sure did, and be done with it. Cause tonight it means something. Tomorrow it won't. That's just how quick I get over it. It's like, but I mean what I'm saying. I do mean what I'm saying. You know. So it just is what it is. And then when people oh Lord, I just really want to oh Jesus, restraint. I really want to I really like you ever want to just do something, I say something, it's right there at your core and it's taking everything in you not to. I swear I'm sitting here like, okay, let that inner man take over. Cause I could go in, I can go in and ain't nothing nice. Lord Jesus, it is nothing nice. Hallelujah, God. However, I am going to end this live. I am because, like I said before, I let anything that I will have to repent for and apologize for come out. It's best. Okay. I want to see if y'all like my shout out to my white sister Charlie. I'm gonna see if y'all like come on, stupid mouse. I'm gonna see if y'all like my exit that she gave me. Charlie gave me it's my music, and Charlie put a thank you on her for me. Give me one moment. Let me see if y'all like it. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Everybody dance. Ooh, clap your hands. Clap your hands. Let me see. Okay. Let me share it. Now watch people say she was talking about. Y'all know who I was talking about. Don't allow me. Don't allow me. That's my song right there. Hey. Thank y'all. I'll be putting words to this. Well, I got words to go to this. I'm going in the studio with this. She did the graphics and the song is mine. Yeah, she did the graphic and the song is mine, y'all. I love that song. I can't wait to put my words on it and hit the studio. My cousin texted me back and told me when we're going in the studio. So, yes, my EP. I'm only doing 3 songs on my EP. Not that y'all care about that. Uh, Yes. Yes. It's a leg. I would do a singing talent show, but it's such a leg on YouTube. Like it'll mess people up when they trying to give they all. It's like, ugh, child. So yeah, let me see. I want to sing to that. Okay. Look. So yep. What else? Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna let y'all hear this real quick. I ain't gonna play the whole song because it's too long. But I am gonna let y'all hear this. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come on. Uh where'd it go? Nope, I did it wrong. Hold on. I always have to do it this way. This way. Is this the one? Okay.
Standing on my own, I'm ready to move on. Don't try to hold me down. No. Fighting on my own, I'm ready to move on. Don't try to hold me down.
That's all y'all get. Y'all have to catch it on the EP. Anyway, I love you guys, and I am out of here. I catch y'all in these YouTube streets. Okay. If you need a beat, let me tell you, his name is The Real Life with Anthony McNeil and Apollo. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. That's who does beats, and he'll give you a good price on them. Tell him Creole sent you. Our Coco, COCO. He knows me by both. That's my bestie. Again, his name is he might be listening to this because he always go back and listen to my lives while he's working at night. But The Real Life with Anthony McNeil and Apollo. Go up under one of his videos and ask him to get in touch with you, and he will. And you all can work out the logistics. I don't count that man's pocket. I don't know how much he charged, and everything, but I know he kind of give people a discount if they say Creole or Coco send them, because he gonna ask me. So those of you that are lied to him talking about, yeah, she sent me, he gonna ask me, he gonna text me or call me and be like, hey, do you know this person? And I'll be like, yes or no. So don't lie on my name. Won't do it. He does have my phone number and my address. Quit playing with me. That's my bestie. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, y'all, I will catch y'all on the YouTube streets, y'all. I love you guys. Again, thank you for your support. I appreciate you guys that support us, no matter how big or small we get. Remember, no matter what the test, always do your best. And I'm a throw in Heidi. Remember to keep God first, because only what he does will last. Smooches.